Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Troop and Spriggs, and today we're going to be building at Vault 88. This is going to be a slightly longer build. My usual build, I usually like to keep it around 10 minutes, a little under. This is going to be slightly longer because it's a bit more complicated. It's still a small, simple build, you know me. I don't typically like to go over maybe 10 or 12 settlers at my biggest. This caps up around 9, I think. And yeah, we're just going to get right into it. They didn't really do much at the beginning entrance, so we're just gonna zoom all past this. And in we're gonna have all of our main things. We're gonna have all our food covered. We're gonna have all our water covered, and it's just gonna be a small little build. As you see with the atrium, it's not really well decorated. I haven't really figured out what I want to do with here yet. I will probably release a part 2 if you are interested in looking at that with more in-depth decorations on how I decorate. As you see, we have our small little eating cafeteria area that's fully stocked, and then right above that we have our little greenhouse area with big ol' LED lights for growing our plants, with much storage for extra food and tools. And right back down the stairs adjacent to this room we're gonna have our living quarters. It's a communal living space, but still with a little bit of privacy. Again, I'm not really too set on the decorations for these, and I might go over it again. And above above the sleeping quarters, we have the restrooms. These little single unisex bathrooms here because we're progressive like that, you know. Nothing too terribly interesting here, but we will go over how to put that all together. And then back downstairs, getting our cardio in, we have the overseer's room. We have the first room, which is kind of a staging room for like secretaries / security. They do have a little bit of a little arsenal over there, and then connected to that we have our little marketplace for traveling, other people that might come through here as like an attraction. The Vault 88, the post-apocalypse vault, you could say. And then on top of that we have the quaint little overseer's room. And without any further ado, let's get right into the build. This is going to start off a little slow in the beginning, simply because I'm trying to remembering where certain pieces are. I scrapped a lot of the trains and pieces around here just so I can have as much building material as I can. We're going to be snapping everything in our build to this little door piece that comes with it. You can't scrap it, you can't take it away, but it's going to make sure that everything's level and that nothing's floating, at least none of the structures are. We're going to make a little 3x3 room for our atrium. It's going to be 2 stories. We're going to have the lower level, and then we're going to have the upper walls. It's going to give it a little bit more space. I put down these atrium wall bottoms just as a placeholder for now, and then we're going to round it off with these corners, as you can see me demonstrating here. Now, of course, those settlers are going to get in the way because they don't care about anything, but don't worry, we'll deal with them in a little bit. Don't worry, they'll get what's coming to them. We're going to be having doorways on each side of this, if you saw earlier, so that way we'll have entrances into everything we need. And as you see here, we're going to put on the second story, or I guess second side of the wall. It's just really snapping things in circles. I do kind of regret not putting windows with the, I do for the overseer's room, but I feel like I could have with the greenhouse and some of the living quarters. That's kind of where you come in, This is my builds are I like to make them very customizable, so that way you can throw in your own little spin when you build it. Now I want to show off this real quick. The build order in this, as Cordless likes to describe, it's really annoying. I hate it so much. It really has like this. It's really stubborn in its ways, so it doesn't want to clip with the window there. So what you gotta do is you gotta put in all the roofs first and then place in the window for some odd reason. And then now with the room all built, we're gonna switch out these floor wall pieces, like the middle ones, and we're gonna replace them with the doorways, so that way we can connect our rooms. And then up next, we're gonna be building the living quarters, and we're not gonna be doing much decorating. We're just gonna be building the structures. I hope you don't mind, I did a little bit of building ahead just to save some time on the video. It's very, very simple, like all of my builds. Simple, simple, simple. It's just a little 2x3 that you connect. You do have to put in these little end pieces, like I'm demonstrating here, to the outside of the atrium walls, so that way they can connect to these living quarters. So we're going to be using the quarter pieces, I think they're called, or it's like the living pieces. I don't remember. But we're going to be using the ones with little sparkles on them. This is just very homey. And then you're going to do another door adjacent to the one in the atrium, and you're just going to connect one of these stairs. They're kind of a bitch to fiddle around with, but it's whatever. And then for that sweet, sweet immersion, you're going to put in a foundation under. And in case that wasn't, I didn't explain that very well, I'm going to go over it in person with you for the second floor. So, like I said, we're going to snap on an end piece. Then we're going to put in the wrong doorway because we don't know what we're doing. We're not paying attention. We're going to put in the corner door piece. And then next to that, we're going to put in a middle door piece. And then you're going to remember to put in the actual right pieces. So once again, corner door piece for the stairs, the middle doors piece for put in a third story for the bathrooms, and then you're just going to round it all off with these corner pieces and the middle pieces. Again, right here I probably could have put in a middle window and then connect that to the atrium, but you know, I guess for future builds. Alright, lastly for this part of the build, we're going to be building the bathrooms. This was very, very simple. I built it ahead of time to save some time. Basically, you're just building building a 2x2 with all wall pieces. And then, you'll never see me build big old rooms with, just a bunch of toilets laid down. That's not really my style. I think even in the post-apocalypse, people deserve some privacy. But what you're going to do is you're going to snap down the end pieces, of course, and then you're going to put in these single domestic hallways. This does take a little bit of time because it's all the pieces you need are on like the opposite side of this tab. So you got to go all the way, put down the end piece, go all the way back, put in the domestic hall piece, and then go all the way back again to put in just the regular, the door end piece, the wall end piece, just to close it all off. And you won't see us doing a lot of decorating in this video, but we do put down some toilets just to signify that this is in fact a bathroom. So you kind of see what we're going for. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into the miscellaneous tabs of the furniture section, go all the way down to the nicer looking bathrooms, not the ceramic but the steel ones, and then you're going to fiddle around with it because you're OCD and you want to make it look perfect. Even though this is just a demonstration, you should just put it down. There, it's green. There you go. And then another one. In hindsight, I probably could have just decorated one just to let you all know, like, hey, this is a bathroom, you know, look, there's toilets and stuff. But I didn't, because I'm a dork. This part of the build is a little slow. And then next to it, you're going to put down just a little sink. And once again, get all OCD about it. Until you finally realize it doesn't matter, you can just fix it off camera. Alright, and then to end it off, you're going to go into the vault section of the decorations tab. Go into the posters, and we're going to be putting that, you can put on whatever one you want, but I like to put down the hand washing one, because I am the overseer, and I demand cleanliness. Make sure you center it, because if this overseer is anything, he is OCD. And we'll be cutting to the next portion of the build in just a sec. Alright, these two rooms are put together almost the exact same way as the other rooms. It's just a little 2x3 with this one has a little cutout for a bathroom because it's the cafeteria, and if you're drinking a lot, then you probably need the bathroom real quick and you don't want to go up 3 flights of stairs. And then right above that we have another 2x3 using the these are like the nursery, not the nursery, the clinic tabs. And then finally we're going to be building our overseer's room. We're going to be building the first floor. But of course, before we do that, we need to put in another door end piece here before we can start connecting everything else. We'll be going into the overseer's tab. If you need to build an overseer room, you need overseer pieces, you know. And then, like everything else, you're just going to circle it off. I probably could have built this off camera too, but that would have been fun. Gotta reach that 10-minute mark somehow, you know? And in a little bit, I wanted to show this off because these damn settlers get in the way. I probably should have just reloaded to the save before they were even here, but I decided not to. And you're going to see me flip out about it. Remember to put in another doorway adjacent to the first one, so that way we can put down a marketplace. And here again, we're having another issue with the build order. You see, I tried building it from that angle, didn't work. I built it from another angle, didn't work. I built it from a different length, didn't work. You really gotta do it row by row. That's just how the build system demands it. And of course, it really doesn't help that these settlers are in the way. So you gotta remove one of the walls, put down the doorway, and then finish off the corner. That's just the way Bethesda wants it done for some reason. The next portion of the build is crucial. This is an accurate. If you are to accurately recreate this build, you need to do this part. So we're going to go over here. You're going to have your settler get in the way of you putting down your goddamn stairs, and you're just going to pull your hair out. So you're going to go from the inside like usual, and it's not going to work. You're going to go from the outside from all different angles, and it's not going to work before all your settlers end up dead, and you can put down your lovely stairs. Aren't they beautiful? Anyway, enough about my psychotic rants. We're going to be putting down one of those sweet, sweet, immersive, what are they called? Supports. These are a little bit hard to fiddle with, but with dead settlers, they do eventually clip in. And beautiful, isn't it? So immersive. As you see, you go up the stairs, and it's just another 2x3 with the overseer's window looking into the atrium overseer's window. You would, of course, go into like the miscellaneous tabs and put down a glass piece there. And finally, to end this off, we're going to be putting down the marketplace area. This is very easy. This is just another 2x3. Also, the rooms here are 2x3s. For this one, you do not need an end piece because it's just connecting to another basic room, and basic rooms don't really need the end pieces. It's just when you're switching from different like vault tabs, such as like if you go from atrium room to domestic hallways and things like that, then you need the end piece there as kind of a buffer. And there we are. There's all of our structures. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I am planning on posting more. I hope the audio quality sounds a little better. And we're going to be building some challenges soon. So thank you and have a glorious day.